All right, hello everyone. What's going on? We're gonna be reading some Dandadan, obviously. As always, we're gonna give it a few minutes for people to hop in while I go ahead and share the stream. All right, so I went ahead and shared on Twitter. So, what's going on, everyone? How we doing? For a frame of reference, hopefully, as you could tell by the title of the stream, this is not me starting Dawn to Dawn. I am somewhat caught up. Um, we're going to be starting with chapter 141, and it's on chapter 160. So, 20 chapters. I got a bit to read, but I'm not too far behind. But like I said, we'll give everyone a few minutes before we get started. Luffy Blazing, what's good? I'm assuming that's my guy Blazing Boy. Not gonna lie, sometimes it's kind of hard to keep it straight. I will say while we're waiting for people, I, on a random spur of the moment decision, decided to start watching um, Lupin the Third here and there, like the actual anime. That's a fun anime. Especially that's like a 70s anime. I don't know. I can't speak to the whole show, but the quality in episode one is pretty damn good for whenever it came out. What was it, like 69, 70, something like that? What's everyone else been watching for anime lately? Never heard of Lupin the Third? So Lupin the Third is basically it's like a crime thriller sort of. The main character is like a master thief, and so every episode is like a big chase or a big heist or something of the sort. It's like very 60s esque. Have you watched what is it? Alia Only Speaks Russian, the new one? I have not had a chance to check that out yet. Okay, so you have checked it out. Good. Yeah, it seems to be really popular, at least right now. I haven't seen a ton of people talking about it on my Twitter feed, but I saw on, what is it, Anime Trending, it was, I think it was number one this week in their community, at least. So that's good. All right, well, it's been 5 minutes, so we'll go ahead and get this started. So, for anyone who is listening, we are on chapter 141 of Dandadan. As I'm sure you can tell, there will be some spoilers. It got anime week 2, 1 in a row. Oh, by the way, for anyone who's listening, how does the audio sound? Because I did the XLR mic a few weeks ago, then I had to go back to the USB mic, and now I'm back on the XLR mic, excuse me. And I tuned it a bit. So how does the audio quality sound? I know it's not like super crisp, but does it sound all right? School it. No. You're good. You're good. It's not annoying at all. I don't know that I'll cover Tomodachi Game in a video. I would like to promise that I would at least check it out and, tweet about it or post about it. But just with the manga I am reading, I don't know that I'll have the time because I haven't even started it yet. Let me ask you this. How many chapters is it? Because I know it's ending soon. Anyway, like I said, let me know how the audio quality sounds. And we're going to go ahead and start reading Dandadan. As usual, I'm not going to read every single page. I'm just going to sort of read at my own pace. There's 127 chapters. If I don't read it this week, only because you are so passionate about this, and I wouldn't want to let you down. If I don't read it this week, I'll read it at the end of the month when I get all my stuff done for content. And then at the very least, I'll tweet about it. On that note, if you don't follow me on Twitter, let me know, because that's where I would probably post it. If that's a issue, just we can figure it out. Audio's good. Okay, thank you, Luffy Blazin'. All right. So for a frame of reference, we're in the arc where Momo and the punk kid with the shaved haircut, they're in the board game, and so in chapter 141 we cut back to Okaroon and the other punks, and they're figuring out like how to go save them, and they're figuring out like, can they just jump in the board game? And this whole arc is really, really cool. Like this is such a fun arc, and it's a nice break from all the crazy alien war stuff. No, it's cool. I'll definitely check it out. I know a lot of people like it. I just don't know exactly when I'll do it. What's up, Space Guy? How you doing? Good to see you. Um, yeah, Dandadan is really good. I mean, I always say how much I love it when I'm reading it, and then I take a break, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then I go back to it, and I'm like, God damn, it is so good. I think more than anything, I love the art style. I would say, as a matter of fact, that um, what's the name of the mangaka? Tatsu is, when it comes to the art, they're up there with Yusuke Murata, in my opinion. Yeah, the art style is awesome. Um, I it's one of those art styles where I feel like it's kind of like the perfect blend of everything. And I also just really love all the chibi characters, like all the little chibi faces and all that. All right, so we're on chapter 142. Deep Reputa is most intense manga I'm reading right now besides Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi. Yeah, how is that? I heard it got mixed reviews. My impression, based off of how I saw everyone react after that first chapter, is that it probably won't last very long. Again, that is purely my reaction based on everyone else's reaction. Anyway, we're on chapter 142. So they got to a certain ice town in the board game, and all the NPCs are frogs, and of course, like NPCs, they can only say one phrase. The background music is a vibe. If you'd like to look it up, it's on Spotify. It's just stream beats, lo-fi, stream beats official playlist. I don't know. Can I copy it? Let me see. Should be able to. It's a totally free, royalty free, meant to be shared playlist. So shouldn't be a problem. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, so if anyone would like to listen to this music, it's the same playlist I use for all the streams. I just linked it in chat. Kyoshi Kyoshi has like a mix of art like Rave Master and One Piece, and the characters are funny, and it's amazing. They're in a classroom like Dead Rock. Huh, okay. That definitely sounds interesting. Yeah, the art style looks okay. It doesn't seem like people are really sold on the story just yet. Also, I see that you guys have liked the stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. Always a huge help. Also, obviously, lets me know that you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, I love all the NPC side characters in Dandadan. Tatsu always Tatsu always does a good job of like, even with like seemingly, forgettable characters, making them memorable in the moment. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Momo might be my favorite character in this series. Like, she is absolutely hilarious. It's funny how, so like, you look at the village, it's not like a medieval village. It's like current day Greece or something like that, right? Where like all the buildings look old, but like they've got new doors, they've got like, you know, fancy window fixtures and signs, and they've got like lamps and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So maybe more like a English town rather than a Greek town, but still. I forget this character's name. Hold on. I have to look up his name. But the like punk character with the shaved haircut, I love him. I think he's pretty cool. Unji, I think his name is. Yeah, Unji. Yeah, I'm guessing his name's Unji. Yep. Okay. Yeah, no, he's a pretty cool character. What the hell? So it just turns to this double spread of like this giant monster of this giant army of knights and monsters, all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, so they have a new quest, Castle Siege. Take down the armies and destroy the crystal inside the castle. They're just like, yeah, we can't do this. That's funny. God, I love Dandadan. Did I ever read Pandora Hearts? No, but I know a lot of people like that series. Oh, this is pretty cool. Throw the dice and build an army. Interesting. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. There are 4 jobs. Assign them to your troop. This is a very involved game. But I dig it. God, this is such a cool arc. Momo dressed up as a mage, right? Mage. Unji is just... So Momo gets a cap and a cloak, and Unji doesn't even get armor. He just gets a sword and a shield. The cool thing about this arc too is like chapter by chapter it has 0 plot relevance, but like in the moment it's just so fun to read. Like, you know, Tatsu is just having a ball making these chapters. Wait a minute, what the hell? Hold on. What happened here? I missed something. So they're in the middle of the fight. We're gonna be wiped out. All of a sudden, out of nowhere. So she gets attacked by one of the monsters. But then a motorcycle comes out of nowhere. It looks like those are all Unji's friends. Oh, so they gathered up like all the gangs, not just Unji's crew. It looks like. Oh no, delinquent mages. I never thought I would read that. Alright, so now they're moving on to the castle, and they have to find this crystal, which is conveniently placed in the middle of this dome, I guess. Pantheon, if you will. Lupin the Third is Austin Powers meets Quagmire. Yeah, kinda. But that's not completely inaccurate. Oh, you know, in the one panel, the diamond looks pretty, safe. And then in the next panel, it looks not safe at all. Like it's covered in all those, like, cursed papers. Talismans. That's the word I was looking for. Of course, they show up at the last second and they're like, oh, hey, so you're not supposed to clear this game. And they're like, wait, what? So they clear the game. And it is some weird ass playing card monster. It's the fairy tale card. He's the worst. He has the ability to take over anything that looks at him. Well, that's no good. Now Unji's a cursed monster guy. Great. But he is getting a really cool transformation. God, I love Dandadan. It just looks so freaking cool. I'm looking at pages 4 to 5 of chapter 149, and my god, that spread is just so cool. I guess his name is Zuma. What the hell? Oh, the alien guy popped up. Serpo. That's his name. This is such a weird arc. So the alien guy Serpo was in here, and now the police officer that was chasing them is in here for some reason. The paneling is so good in Dandadan too. Like, out of all the manga I've been reading lately, I always feel like the paneling is kind of mid, but the paneling in Dandadan is just so good. Like, everything just flows perfectly. Every time I come back to this manga, it just gets better. Okay, so luckily Okarun did manage to get one of the family jewels back. If nothing else. Of course, he did the smart thing. And he's like, alright, before I lose this for like the 10th time, let me put this in my pocket. Now, of course, he's going to lose it again. Because, you know, why wouldn't he? What? Are Unji and the cop brothers? What? Wait, what? Wait a minute. So we're reading Unji's backstory. He's got the umbrella, or one of the brothers has the umbrella. He loses the umbrella. He goes running for it. Looks like he got into an accident. Yeah, no, he got into an accident. So his dad died, his brother died. What the heck is this chapter? Oh my god, what a cliffhanger. Man. That was heavy. Dandadan kind of has everything, man. Good art, good paneling, good fights, emotional backstories. So I'm not going to spoil what just happened, but that was a heavy chapter. So it's later in the flashback, and Unji is super edgy, and he's all pissed off, and the cop we know arrests him, and he's reading about his story, his backstory, if you will. So the cop decides to be his guardian? What? This is a wild backstory. So the cop had a family. He had a wife and a daughter. And now the presumption is they're gone. So he knows what it's like to lose his family. This just gets better and better. Oh my god, the feels in this backstory are insane. Yo, what's up, Cabby Jackson? KB Jackson. Pleasure to have you. We're just about to catch up to Dandadan, as a matter of fact. We're on chapter 156, and the newest chapter is 160. So yeah, we're moving at a good rate here. We're just in the middle of Unji's, or Zuma's, backstory. His very emotional backstory. Is anyone... Well, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Alright, on that note, I'm actually gonna stop reading just because I know there's a big plot twist coming up, and I would kind of like to read that on my own. But I'll give it a few more minutes. Does anyone have any questions for me about Dandadan, about the manga I'm reading, the anime I'm watching, anything at all before we wrap things up? I'm telling some of my bros to subscribe. I liked the the JJK content. Well, thank you. That means a lot. Just out of curiosity, which videos did you like? Which ones did you check out? What do I think about the last chapter of Eden Zero? Without any spoilers, I thought it was a decent ending. I'd give it like a 7 out of 8. I think people were definitely overreacting when they said, the ending was rushed. I thought it was good. I want to share my thoughts a bit more in, upcoming content. I don't want to spoil what that's going to be just yet. But for now, I'll say it was solid, and I still think overall Eden Zero is like a 7 or an 8. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like the piano twist. I don't really know where I stand on that just yet. I'm still kind of contemplating that. But, I mean, overall, I thought the chapter was alright. While I give everyone a few more seconds, I will just say, I mean, I know I said it a bunch of times throughout the stream, but Dandadan just gets better and better artistically. You know, the characters, the writing, the backstory. Unji's backstory, I think, is the best backstory we've gotten so far. I mean, besides maybe what's her name, the alien girl. I can't remember her name. I know everyone likes the older backstories, but I think Unji's is probably my favorite. But on that note, I think we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. Before that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who came by, made it fun as always. Um, I didn't want to do the stream as late as I did. Obviously, I wanted to do it earlier in the week, but just with scheduling issues, unfortunately, this is the only time I had this week to do it. I would like to do regular streams, you know, like every Tuesday, every Sunday and Wednesday, probably something like that. Um, but unfortunately, I can't stream tomorrow, just because of upcoming events. So most likely, I might stream the 21st. I'm not sure. But as far as next week, I'd like to maybe do Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't say for sure just yet, but that's what I'm going to probably aim for. I might even do Monday, just to do like a Shonen Jump day, but we'll see. But as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. And I hope to hear from you soon.